We are back on this 2007 Civic after I have recharged it. This is like the 6th video, and we're looking at subcooling and superheat. You got to go back to the video and find it, what it was before. But remember, I showed you how diagnosing that it had a bad compressor clutch, and the clutch was that was in one of the other videos. And then I showed you how I pulled a relay out of a different position that was for a fan. So we're full right now, 450 grams. We got one fan not working, one fan working, but it still works and it comes out cool. Now, if you remember our suction line temperature, see where it says SLT, suction line temperature? That is taken right there, right by the low side. That was at like 60 degrees, but I did a recharge. So now it's full, the factory spec. So now it's working properly, but it's not working properly because we're still missing one fan and it's sitting right here. This will turn the fan on. So let's look at the superheat and subcooling. Don't look at the pressures. Who gives a goddamn about pressures? Because it wasn't pressures that told me that this thing was low. It was the subcooling that told me this thing was low. But let's go throw in another fan. You're gonna see that fan come on. Am I doing this right? Yeah. There we go. You hear the fan come on? So now we have another fan. Wow, airflow. Airflow affected the subcooling. Check that out. If you have leaves, bird feathers, dead bugs, dust, if you live in a farming area and you have cotton on there, or they're cutting hay or anything like that, if anything is slowing down the airflow, it will affect your subcooling. And it can affect your superheat too, depending on how close you are to the brink of, there it goes, we're timing out right there. Okay, now we got it off. Airflow affects your readings. That's why you can't take good superheat and sub when it's constantly going up and down. If your customer has one of those, they change the factory air filter, cabin air filter with a HEPA filter. A HEPA filter reduces the airflow. It'll give you wrong readings. It's not the way the system was designed to operate. If you have one fan on, and a lot of guys are in a hurry, just plug in my big stupid machine. It runs just like it was running before without one fan. The technician doesn't know about it. The customer goes somewhere where it's 105 degrees and it doesn't work, especially at idle and stop and go traffic, because one fan wasn't working. Nothing will happen to the engine temperature. It stays the same. But condensers are very crucially charged in an airflow system. A little bit of airflow makes a huge difference. Look at where we are right now, down to 5.2, and that's with a completely full system. On this vehicle, you've seen me do many other vehicles where subcooling could be 15, subcooling could be 30, subcooling could be 40. It depends on the year, make, model, vehicle of the vehicle. And no, sorry for those guys who only could read books and look up specifications and say, oh, but the dealer doesn't provide that information. It's in no service manual. You learn this yourself. See you guys later. Learn something. Spread it out. Spread the news to somebody else. Help somebody else learn. See you guys.